So no formal introduction. It's Patrick Blue, aka Just Incredible. So it's Saturday morning. What time is it? 10. Yeah, quarter to 11. Saturday morning, 10:42 to be exact. And I am literally capping off a 3-day span of. I want to describe this as accurately as I can because I lived through not the greatest of experience, but an experience that didn't have to be what it was. Um, I'm about to divulge some shit right now that I really shouldn't, but I'm gonna keep it clean because I don't know who's gonna see this, and I don't need no shit following me in the future in terms of employment. I'm smarter than that. My mama raised me better. Don't she say? No, keep a paper trail, but don't leave a shitty trail. Cover your ass, basically. CYA. So that's what I will do. But at the same time, give you the whole detail as best as I can in the last 3 days: Thursday, Friday, and this morning, Saturday. So we'll start with Thursday afternoon. I was chatting with a dude named Frankie. Me and Frankie met online. Now, mind you, all of the people that I am going to describe in this entire story, I all met them in the same online dating app. A very popular app. I'm not going to put its name out there, but it's what they call it's a legacy app. Those of you who are smart and have been in the game, if you want to call it what you want to call it, have been in the game for 10 plus years, you know what I'm talking about. It is literally a legacy app. I want to say it's 15 years old if I'm not. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Okay. I discovered this app. At this time, it was only online. It was only done on a PC. It has expanded and grown over the last, okay. I discovered this app, this online service, online site at the age of 19. I'm now 39, turning 40 in the next 6 months. 20 years, 2 decades of this very successful, initially PC-based app, and now both PC and mobile device capable app. So you can literally find a date anywhere, wherever you are, and it's convenient because everything is, if you're online, even if you're on the computer, everything is GPS related. Yes, and this should be accurate. Be accurate. Like if you're close enough to a person, it'll tell you how many feet you are. Not miles, but feet. 2,460 feet, 1,500 some feet. Yes, exact feet. And I'm like, oh, you could walk. We could meet up in midway and have combo or whatever. Sit down, do what we do. Roll something up, light it up. Do what we do. And see what's what. Enjoy conversation. Get smacked beyond what we already are. And I realized, okay, I have to use this to my advantage. However, today was a little different. I was. So let me go back. Frankie, again, a cool dude, but he's a little meek and mild for me. And I'm not saying that he's not, well versed in the game or whatever, but he seemed to be somewhat of a pushover. And you the same age as me. I want you to be a little more forceful. And I understand you're a bottom, and when I heard that voiceover from him, it's got some masculinity, but a little bit of a twang in it. I was like, okay, I can see past that. It's not hard. And it rarely came out. So I was like, okay, let me see how long I can tolerate this. So me and Frankie chatting online and talking on the phone or whatever. Yeah, he's online, on the phone. In terms of his conversation, he's actually pretty cool. I'm like, cool dude, I like you. But when we finally met in person today, this nigga was clammed up. Like, he ain't had shit to say. No conversation at all. None. I'm like, I was like, you okay? Like, are you all right? Like, and mind you, I was high at the time. I was to say I was high. I was high as a fuck. My trademark statement, I was high as a giraffe's nuts. Think about it. Yes, I was. So, but, he's just clammed up all of a sudden after having all these, good, halfway decent conversations on the phone and online. Really? Now, mind you, you're not the best texter in terms of your spelling and your grammar. I can see past that. I minored in English. I know how to decipher human hieroglyphics, the modern day hieroglyphics. You all, and the thing that I think I was turned off the most about with Frankie is that he didn't have a sense of urgency. Like, if you say you're going to do something at a certain day and a certain time, you should hold to your word. Don't wait. Well, first of all, be 100% truthful in your story. That's the most important part. Don't leave anything out. Make sure that I'm fully informed and I know what's going on. Because if I'm expecting something from you, I expect it at the date and time that we designated, that we spoke of and agreed upon. However, the next day, Like when we're supposed to be, figuring out our, like we could say we was going to hit each other up between 9 and 10. And sure enough, he hit me up like 9:30. So kept his word on that one. However, as soon as he opened his mouth, I knew something was wrong because he hesitated in saying what he wanted to say. He was trying to tell me that he wasn't going to be done till like 5, 6 o'clock. He told me he was going to his aunt's house. We was going to try to get there around 9 o'clock and be done with that and come holler at me. And we was going to do whatever we wanted to do for the day. He was going to put gas in my car and get me cigarettes. I was like, bet. We can spend time. No problem. Let's do it. Let's do it. You going to put $10 in my tank? You think I'm going to turn free gas? Please. And free cigarettes? Bump your whole... Would never turn that down. Long story short. So, in a sense, and I hate to say this, and this is a very bad word to use, I looked at him as an easy pawn. I got a quick and easy win on that one. And to have dropped him back off at the Addison, having picked him up at Branch Avenue, and then having dropped him back off at Addison Road, and that hour or so time that we rode around, he was tight-lipped. I don't think he said more than 10 words. And I'm trying to engage him in conversation, and his responses were very minimal. I asked him, I open-ended question, no yes or no. I need to hear you describe that. I said, okay, so I'm trying to think what question I asked. It was a very open-ended question. I said, so what is it exactly that attracts you to a guy? And because I'm trying to figure, okay, you acted like you liked me on the phone, but you acting tight-lipped now. So what's changed? So I said, what is it that ultimately attracts you to a guy? So then he actually started to talk, and I shut my mouth and I said, let me listen. I'm a talker, but I said, shut up, listen. And he actually described some very good good qualities and characteristics you would want in a good stand-up guy. But there were a couple in there I was like, I have to do the confused dog. But I didn't give a reaction. In my head, I'm like, okay, that's different. But I that's your decision. That's your choice. I have to respect that. And I realized at that point, okay, between 0 to 100 in terms of clicks that you should be on, he's in the 90s, but I need you on 100. Mentally, okay, my ultimate man is 100 in all three of these areas. More than anything, first and foremost, spiritually. I need to know that you, as a grown black man, a same-gender loving black man, or maybe not same gender, who knows, but ideally a same-gender loving black man who has the love, faith, and fear of God in them. That is number one for me. I need to know that you know the Lord, and that the Lord more importantly, that the Lord knows you. Hello, somebody, talk about that word. So a lot of people live in a fake life. You got to be able to talk about the word, read the word, and live the word as best you can. None of us is perfect, but we need to make good decisions in terms of trying to be better and better aligned with what God talks about in his word. So that's this one. That's number one. Got to know that you have faith in God, faith, trust, and the ultimate love of God. That's number one. Number two, and I'm only going to list 3 things. Number 2, for my ultimate dude, you have to be intelligent. I need to be able to hold an intellectual, deep, stimulating conversation with you and be truly engaged in what it is we're talking about. Let me see my time. Okay, I'm just trying to check my time. Okay, back. I got about 3 minutes left. 2.5. So I'm gonna make this quick. He has to have the ultimate level of intelligence. Like this dude I'm dating now, he has a PhD in information systems engineering. He has a PhD in engineering, y'all. This thing is like me, a brainiac. If it ain't nothing I love, it's a intelligent, funny, down-to-earth black man, attractive, sexy black man. This gentleman is 5'7", light skin, some of the most beautiful features on a baby face. Manly features, as in like a very low 5 o'clock shadow, very perfectly shaped up, a fresh cut. I'm like, yes, sir. You went out tonight, clearly, because your shit is clean, fresh, and I respect that. Keep your shit tight. My shit's a little rough right now. I'm going to go home today at some point and cut all this off and get y'all a Mr. Clean bald head. Trust me, I am. And I shaved early today, so I'm going on my face. But I didn't have time to shave my head last night before I stepped out. I was trying to make moves. And I'll get to that in a second, too. Yeah, we'll talk about everything. I might not have enough time, but I'm going to do this shit right quick. So moving on from that, Frankie was cool, but I had to get the hookup from him. Later on that night, I made the horrible mistake of meeting up with this dude named Wade. I left my house, not Thursday night, but 5 a.m. on Friday morning, to go to this dude named Wade's house. Now, on Wade's profile online, he's 47 years old. He's about Had a nice size piece, which is fine, whatever. But he smoked and he liked drugs. So I was like, yes, I could. If I'm good, I can smoke all your shit for free. And did I not? So at the start of Friday morning, 5 a.m. roughly, I got to his house. I left the house at 5. I got to his house like 5:30 because he lived up in Northeast, and it wasn't too bad of a drive. 5 a.m. ain't actually no. People were headed to work. There was a little bit of traffic. I was there at the ultimate start of rush hour. So I get to Wade's house. He's initially cool. No worries. This morning, no, it was yesterday morning. No, was that? Yeah, Friday morning. No. Hold on. I'm thinking. Actually, no. Was it this? Yes. Yo. Okay. Yes. Here's the ending of the story. I looked in Wade's fridge. This nigga literally had 4 rotten eggs, no milk, no like water container, any of that shit. His fridge was empty. All of his cabinets were like, he had canned food and dry food, but nothing of substance or nutritional value. Nothing. So I ended up making potatoes, which were fresh, and an Eggo waffle, an old Eggo waffle.